Hi, we're the Pass the Time Players, and we want to welcome you to our second production, The Princess and the Pea. Before we get started, we want to invite you to take a moment, like us on Facebook, and make sure to share our videos with all your family and friends. And then check back often. We'll be posting other stories as the weeks go on. So again, thank you for joining us, and now let's meet our cast.
Hi, I'm Karen. I'm the narrator.
Hi, I'm Debbie, and I will be playing the Queen.
Hi, I'm Tony, and I'll be playing the Prince.
Hi, I'm Melanie, and I will be playing Anna.
Hi, I'm Alyssa, and I'm going to be playing the Princess.
Now, sit back, get comfy, and enjoy The Princess and the Pea.
Once upon a time, there lived a queen and her very handsome son, the prince. They ruled their kingdom with fairness and love. Everyone admired the young prince, and all the ladies in the kingdom wished they could marry him. Unfortunately, the prince was required by a royal decree to marry a princess, and they were not easy to find.
Why are you so sad, my dear son?
I'm not happy, Mother. I want to get married, but I haven't found a real princess like the law decrees. I've traveled throughout the world, visited hundreds of palaces, and I haven't been able to find her.
I know. It was very difficult for your father to find me. There are many charming, beautiful, and intelligent women, but they're not real princesses.
I'll keep looking, and I know that someday I will find her.
Oh, do not lose hope, son. I think I have thought of a way to find a true princess and your bride-to-be.
Really, Mother? How?
We'll have a contest. We will invite ladies from far and wide. They will spend one night here at the palace, and I will prepare a very special test for them.
A test? What kind of test?
Oh, I can't tell you the details in case word gets around. We must make sure no one finds out what kind of test we're preparing. But trust me, son, this will work. It's how your dear father found me. Now go and make a decree that all the ladies claiming to be true princesses must apply for the contest. All they need know is that they will spend one night here at the palace. Go, make the decree.
So the prince made the royal decree, and ladies from all corners of the world applied for the contest. Finally, after carefully sorting through all who applied, the queen announced the three ladies she would invite to the palace. First would be Anna, from the kingdom beyond the vast mountain range that surrounded the kingdom. She arrived, very excited to be the first.
Welcome to the palace, Anna.
She was very beautiful, but a bit pushy.
Thanks. It was a long trip. That mountain range isn't the easiest thing to get over. I hope the trip is worth it. So, what do I have to do? I brought my princess papers.
Anna opened a large bag she was carrying and handed the prince some papers. He began to look them over, but Anna snatched them back.
See? Now you know I'm the real deal. I am a princess. So what's next?
The prince looked a bit overwhelmed. He called his mother, the queen, to come and meet Anna.
Mother, would you please come here? I have someone to meet you. She says she has princess papers and everything.
So the queen came to see just what papers the prince was talking about. She saw that Anna was quite lovely, but something didn't seem right.
Anna, this is my mother, the queen.
Nice to meet you. Here are my papers, so I don't think any test is needed.
Anna handed the queen the papers, but once again snatched them back.
As I told your son, I'm the real deal.
I'm sure you are, my dear, but we must make sure. So come, we'll have dinner, and then you may relax in your own chamber, get a good night's sleep, and we will discuss the wedding in the morning.
So the queen, the prince, and Anna enjoyed a delicious meal. The queen's lady-in-waiting stood in the doorway, ready to show Anna to her specially prepared chamber for the night.
Sleep well, my dear. We've prepared a very special bed chamber for you. Your bed has 20 of the most comfortable mattresses made from the down of the royal geese. I know you'll have a wonderful night's sleep. We will both see you in the morning. Sweet dreams.
Thanks. See you in the morning.
And so the lady-in-waiting took Anna to her room, while the queen and the prince retired to their rooms for the night. The next morning, the queen and prince were at the table, enjoying a lavish breakfast, while they waited for Anna to come down.
Mother, what do you think of Anna? She seems a bit pushy, but that might come in handy if we are ever in need of negotiations with another kingdom. And she is very beautiful.
We must wait and see. I know she has princess papers, but the true test will be how she slept last night.
What do you mean how she slept? What does that have to do with whether she's a true princess or not?
It has everything to do with it. Just be patient, my son. We will find a true princess.
Anna appeared at the door to the dining room.
You were right. I had the best night's sleep I have ever had. I really need to get some of those royal geese and bring them to my side of the mountain so I can have a few mattresses made just like those. I could have stayed in bed all day, but we have a wedding to plan. So, when shall it be?
Never.
Never?
Never?
Never.
But Mother, what about the test? She hasn't taken the test yet.
Oh, yes, she has. And she has failed.
I don't understand. How has she failed? We haven't given her any test yet. She only had dinner and then went to bed in that beautiful room you had prepared just for her.
The bed was the test, and she failed. Now send her packing. She is no princess. I'm sorry, son. Please show this imposter out of our palace at once.
You can't just toss me out. But why? I'm a princess. I have the papers to prove it.
Those papers only prove that you were trying to trick my son into marrying you. Now get out of here before I put you into our prison for pretending to be a princess.
With that, Anna gathered her things and began running for the door.
You will be sorry, Prince. I could have made you very happy. You will never find anyone else like me.
The prince followed Anna to the door and shut it behind her. He turned to face his mother, sad and heartbroken.
I told you, Mother, I will never find someone to share my life with like you did with Father. Please tell me exactly what was the test. I still don't understand.
Never mind, son. As my mother always told me, every pot has a lid and every prince has a princess. You just have to find the one that fits the best. We still have 2 more young ladies coming to the palace for the test. I'm sure one of them will be a true princess. But right now, it looks like we are in for quite a storm outside. We better close all the shutters on the windows and prepare. You know, it's always good to be prepared. I'm going over to the far side of the palace to check on things. You take care of this side.
The queen kissed the prince on his cheek and went to make sure the palace was ready for the storm. It wasn't often that storms blew through their kingdom, but when they did, they were doozies. Several hours passed, and the prince and queen were seated by the large fireplace in the great room of the palace.
It sounds like it is going to be quite a storm tonight. The weather is terrible.
I hope the storm doesn't do a lot of damage, and I'm praying that our people stay at home. The wind is howling, the thunder is rumbling overhead, and lightning is streaking through the sky.
Suddenly, there was a loud knock on the door.
Who could that be at this hour, in this storm?
I don't know, but whoever it is, they must be completely soaked.
The prince got up from his comfortable place in front of the fire and went to the door. The queen had sent all of the servants home hours ago so they would be safely tucked into their beds before the storm hit. She was always putting her subjects first. That was one thing the prince really admired about his mother. He wanted to be as wise and good as his mother was to his subjects once he took over the throne. The prince carefully opened the door. Standing in the pouring rain was a lovely young woman, probably one of the villagers, seeking shelter from the storm.
Who are you? What are you doing in the middle of the storm?
Poor girl.
I am a princess. Please help me. My clothes and my hair are all wet. I had no idea it was going to rain so hard tonight.
Come in, please.
Thank you. I really appreciate you not turning me away. I have traveled so far to come here to meet you. You have to believe me. I am a princess.
We believe you, dear.
I didn't see your carriage. How did you get here?
It's a long story, but I'd rather not talk about it right now. I really need to dry off.
You're right. Come in and sit by the fire.
We need to get you some dry clothes. You must have something to eat and then get some rest. We'll discuss this princess thing tomorrow. Please, sit close to the fire, and the prince and I will be right back.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate what you're doing for me. I didn't mean to just drop in on you this way.
The queen and the prince moved away from the fireplace, but continued to watch the lovely young woman who had mysteriously turned up on their doorstep. She seemed educated, genuinely appreciative, and she was very beautiful.
She says she's a princess, and there's only one way to find out if she's telling us the truth.
How? She's so beautiful that I think I'm falling in love with her.
Oh, not so fast, my son. Remember, she must first pass the test. Now let's get her some dinner, and then I will show her to that special guest bedroom. Hopefully, she will sleep as well as our last guest.
The queen put her arm around the prince, and they made their way to the kitchen to find something the three of them could share for supper. They found fruit, cheese, and freshly baked bread that the cook had left out for them. The three enjoyed a pleasant evening in front of the fire, talking and laughing while the storm raged outside. Finally, the queen showed the young lady to the specially prepared bedroom, complete with the 20 specially made mattresses. It had already been made ready for the next so-called princess, but the queen thought to herself that the chambermaid could redo the room in the morning once this young lady had left.
You look tired, my dear. Follow me. I will take you to your room. It has the most comfortable bed. You can have a good night's sleep, and then the prince and I will see you at breakfast in the morning. Follow me.
Thank you. Good night.
Pleasant dreams.
The next morning, the queen and prince were enjoying their breakfast, when suddenly the princess appeared in the doorway, looking like she hadn't slept a wink. She stumbled into the room and collapsed into a chair. She put her head down on the table and began to snore. The queen and prince looked at each other. The prince couldn't believe what he was seeing, but the queen seemed very pleased. Gently, the queen nudged the princess. She yawned.
I'm so sorry. Good morning. Everything looks so delicious and I'm so hungry.
Good morning. Please enjoy some breakfast with us.
How did you sleep, dear?
Oh, very badly. I couldn't close my eyes all night.
The queen smiles, and the prince looks confused.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
Heaven only knows what was under all those mattresses. It looked so comfortable and I was so tired, but I tossed and turned all night. I'm more tired now than when I went to bed.
But that's impossible. We gave you the best bed in the palace.
Well, I felt like I was lying over a stone or a rock, and now my whole body hurts. I feel terrible.
Then you are a real princess. Nobody but a real princess could be as sensitive and delicate as that.
What are you saying, Mother?
You two finish your breakfast, get to know each other better, and I will be right back.
The queen left and made her way to the special sleeping chamber, reached under the bottom mattress, and pulled out one tiny pea. She held it up, smiled. Back in the dining room, the prince and the princess were laughing and getting along so well. It was as if they were meant for each other.
Now I know you are the one I've been looking for. Since the moment I saw you, my heart told me you were my princess and the love of my life. I don't need to have any test to tell me that I will love you forever.
The queen had arrived back in the doorway, just in time to hear what her son had just told the princess.
Son, she has passed the test.
The queen holds up the tiny pea that she took from under the stack of mattresses. The princess and prince both look puzzled.
Mother, what are you talking about?
This is the exact pea that your grandmother put under my mattress the first night I came to visit. I couldn't sleep either, my dear. That is the sign of a true princess. You're sensitive. Sensitive to this P and sensitive to the needs of your people. She is a true princess. Your princess. I told you we would find her.
The prince knelt down in front of the princess.
Will you marry me?
Yes, I will.
And the prince and princess lived happily ever after. The end.
I hope you enjoyed our story today. Don't forget, we're the Pass the Time Players. Like us on Facebook, share our videos with your family and friends, and come back and listen to more stories the next time. For now, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.